I'm Christian Abbott.
I'm Nathan Lavender.
I'm Sean Abbott.
And this is the Red Mist Podcast. Hi guys, before we get into this episode, I just want to say that we got a little bit off tangent on our Le Mans recap for the race this weekend. So we're going to split this episode up into two parts. The first part, we're going to cover IndyCar, IMSA, and a little bit of NASCAR. And
NHKA.
And our NHKA.
And the 6 hour race.
And 6 hours. So our own racing adventures that we're doing. So that's going to be part number one. And then part number two, because Le Mans is such a big weekend, and we have some personal experience, that's going to be its own episode. So you can catch it then. All right. So we're going to roll right into this first part, and we'll catch you for Le Mans in the second part.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Welcome to the Red Mist Podcast, episode 5. On today's episode, we're going to discuss big weekend of racing last weekend, a little bit of some NHKA action that Christian participated in at the Canaan track, Motor Club track. We have a little IndyCar at Belle Isle, final Belle Isle race. And then we'll delve into a little bit of NASCAR with Nate. And then we'll lead into a huge weekend of racing this weekend with Le Mans, IndyCar at Road America, and Formula One at Baku. So why don't we head on over to Christian and let's talk about the NHKA weekend.
Yeah, so second round of the NHKA series, and this time we returned back to Canaan Motorsports Club, and this time we ran the short course again. However, we did it in reverse. So instead of having our traditional turn one, we made that the last corner and went the other way.
We went counterclockwise.
Yeah, counterclockwise. So if anyone doesn't know
did they move the finish line?
No.
No. Wow.
Yeah. I brought that up in the drivers meeting, but it ended up everyone was pretty good about it, so it didn't end up being as bad as I thought it was.
We did a walk of the track on Saturday morning, super early.
Yeah.
And the way the track was set up, they kind of set up some barriers to kind of force everyone to, as it came through turn one, to kind of, you had a track, the tendency would be to track out to the right side of the track, but the problem is that it puts you going into the pit lane entrance, and then that's just a mess because the end of the pit barrier, which is further down the straightaway, is there. And that would just be a mess if somebody hit that. That's not good. So they kind of set the barriers up to push you out of there. But once Christian and I took a look at that, two words came to mind, and they are, Christian.
The Swedish snake? Or
the French dragon.
Or the French dragon. Because, I mean, coming right off of the Indy 500 weekend and going into this, all we could have envisioned was everyone is going to track out of the last corner all the way to the right, swing all the way back at least to the middle, and then once you pass the barrier that pokes out, you're going to swing right back to the right to get a better entry into turn one.
So,
but all in all, outside of that, the track actually was fantastic for racing, and I think did a better job of creating more passing opportunities than the other direction did.
Yeah.
So anyways,
I think I can't remember if I was talking with Alex Gomes or Rich Hemingway on Saturday, and they had talked to Dave, who's the track manager there. That runs the place.
Manager and owner.
No, he's manager. He doesn't own it.
Oh, he doesn't?
Okay. But he's the jack of all trades there.
Right.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Nice guy. He runs the place really well. Apparently, the setup for karts at that track, that is how karts were intended to run there.
It was
good.
Really well.
It was good. I was skeptical.
The only complaint I had about that, which I mean there really isn't much you could do about it, but was the section of track that got got destroyed from the flood.
Flood
When
2 years ago.
when they repaved it, the where they connect to the rest of the track there, it's an aggressive bump pretty much, at least for the first time when you go over it the first time. So I was getting like the rear of the car was going in the air about 3 inches. So
Yeah, I'm not, and even going the other way, the clockwise way, it's still an
it's still
aggressive
this.
bump.
Yeah, it's tough, but
Hey,
it's a little bit of character to the
little
track.
character. Probably, I don't know if they'll spend the money to grind it down, but it's fine.
Or maybe
That's
it'll
not bad.
self-grind it down.
Self-grind it down. But
Yeah.
other than that, it was good. But it was, it was interesting running this way. So, shout out to the NHKA guys for testing it out on Friday and, kind of giving it a go. So
Yeah.
looks like we might be using that in the future.
Yeah. Well, I guess the rumors are that now that they have all the barriers from X1, that doing this experimentation has now opened up more ideas that they have in the can.
Could they conceivably run the big course? That would be fun.
Yeah.
Way
for anyone
you run
listening,
a
I'm
clock.
shaking my head.
Yeah,
Yes.
the
because
clockwise one day and counterclockwise the other would be fun. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
that'd be
Crazy. Some
unreal.
crazy off-camber stuff there.
Yeah.
Be fun.
Wow. The last corner is well. What was the last corner flat?
Corner one.
No. So turn.
Do you mean the last corner that we just ran this weekend?
Yes, this
Oh,
weekend.
that weekend. I'm just talking.
Yeah.
I'm never mind that. I'm talking
No,
about.
or sorry.
I'm talking about the first corner, going counterclockwise.
No, that's sorry.
when you
That's
go
what
to
I
the
mean.
right.
Yeah,
and that just falls off to
yeah.
the left.
So going the clockwise direction.
Yeah, it's the last
It's
corner.
the last 2 corners you
Are
are
off
off
camber.
camber.
Yeah.
Right, because that was the old oval.
Yeah.
Right. So, but when we first ran there was a bunch of people that were going over the crest of that first left-hander and then spinning off into the weeds, and then it would lead into the last corner, which was flat out left, and it was slightly off camber, but you could keep it pinned at least in the tag and the shifter, and still make it. Now, this if we go the other direction, that it's going to
that'll
drop
be fun.
away even more,
Yeah.
and you're going to be at such a faster speed, at such a higher speed than you would be going the other direction with the other.
It'll be
left-hander.
fun. It'll be fun.
but yeah,
maybe we'll get
anyways.
that. Try that. We'll see.
Maybe this
We'll
is all
see.
speculation,
Anyways.
but just the fact that it's opening up possibilities is
So-
fantastic.
So why don't we start with the Briggs, the World Formula?
Yeah.
How that weekend went?
Let's see. Actually, overall, between the two carts, very minimal work or
Right.
very very minimal issues, which opened up a lot of setup changes that we could make as we just had the time
Yeah.
to be able to do, and we weren't chasing anything around. So it was a good functioning weekend, which was nice. And then. So World Formula, I was kind of skeptical on where the gearing, which way the gearing would go. So I tried to go short. No, what is it? I went smaller on the rear sprocket. So I tried to get a little bit more top speed. Ended up being the wrong direction, and then I went back, and then I ended up being 1 tooth short. So then by the time race time came around, I eventually found out what the pole sitter Shay was running, and I tried that for the race. And then when I got to the race and we were going, I ended up being in 1 tooth too high. So, anyways, I got the gearing down now, so it's in the books for the next time we run. Overall, I qualified 9th and then finished 6th. So nothing crazy success out of that weekend, other than I guess the story of the weekend was I just got caught up in traffic during qualifying behind some of the heavyweight guys.
Looking at the data that the NHK timing data the NHK folks put out there, your practice times were a lot faster than what we thought. Qualifying, you definitely get stuck in traffic, so that's something we're gonna have to kind of figure out.
So for both the World Formula and the tag groups that are running, they combine lightweight and heavyweight in the World Formula, and then tag senior and masters in the tag group. So you just gotta be mindful of who you're behind and where you position yourself. So basically, I made a mistake of just not getting myself some clean air. So that's something that I'm gonna have to watch out for next time.
Yeah. I think what they should do, I don't know if this is possible, is I really think that they need to line the heavyweights on one side and the lightweights on the other of the grid.
You if you do that though, you end up catching the heavyweights anyways.
Well, what
right?
they should
But
really,
it'll give you a couple
in
laps.
theory, what they should
right?
really do, the heavyweights should go out second.
Right, but
it's-
no, I get that. But the problem is everyone's so slow getting out of the pits.
It doesn't matter.
That if you let the first guy go, because I've been in this, not even this direction, the last direction, where I was in the second line,
I get it, but
last guy to go out, and the first guy that went out in the other line came all the way around
yeah.
and already caught you. So
Yeah.
you're still in that same crap.
Well, I just think, and it's nothing against the heavyweights or the light, whatever. The carts are heavier. I just think that people are tripping over themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't see why, just for the qualifying session, why they can't just put the lightweights and the heavyweights separate.
Yeah.
I honestly, it's really, it's 5 minutes. It's not going to end the world.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's an extra session and somebody could break down, but it's just too much tripping over people going on right now.
Yeah, but I mean, you could.
There's too much.
No. I get that, but if you're worried about people breaking down or whatever, you could just tell them like if you break down, you're stuck until the end of qualifying.
Right?
But the only problem with that is it runs in like if I break down, then I got to get the car.
Well, that's your problem.
No, I know, but then I have another class I got to run.
I know.
So can I leave the card out there?
I don't know. I just don't.
Anyways.
I just think that's one thing that needs to be thought of a little bit more. I think it's going to be. I think it's really going to. It's going to be an issue at New Hampshire at the next race. That's just my opinion. But I don't drive. I just show up. So and wrench. So, anyways, talk about the race.
Yeah, race. Spent the first couple laps trying to get by some of the heavyweight guys that I ended up getting caught out, or because we don't split the fields, we just combine it and run it as is. So if a heavyweight out qualifies a lightweight, then they start ahead of you. I got caught out in qualifying, so a couple of the heavyweight guys were in front of me, so I had to make passes around them. I avoided some of the chaos, I guess, of what little was in front of me. And then basically by the time that I got around all the heavyweight guys, I was pretty much, I don't know, 5 seconds.
There was one
between,
incident.
Yeah, there was one, and I got around it.
That whole.
Yeah, it wasn't
in the when you went the first corner and then into the infield
Into
there.
the right,
It was
yeah.
right there was a couple guys tangled, but
yeah.
it allowed you to get around them.
Yeah, which was fine. But with that, by the time I got around them, the top 5 were I don't know, at least 5 seconds up the road, and that was pretty hard to even crawl any of that back. So
But you did.
I got one of them, but I ended up catching up to Shea. I don't know where his pace went from qualifying into the race, but I ended up catching up to him, and then went from 9th to 6th, and then I was pretty much on the rear bumper, Shea's rear bumper, and then across the line. So I was, a cart length or two away from the top 5.
Yeah.
So I guess just a better qualifying would have solved that one for sure. So then tag, same story with qualifying. Just got caught out by some of the tag masters guys, and that was just my own fault. Just not being aware.
But again, in practice, the timing data showed that the cart was quick.
Yeah, I mean, I still didn't think it was enough to win by any means.
No, but you weren't as far off as you were in qualifying. Because
actually, you know what? I didn't have any timing in practice either.
Right. Well, did you look at it on the NHKA
Well, after the fact, yeah, on the MyLab stuff.
No, on their stuff that they had.
Yeah, the MyLab stuff.
Yeah, you were second in one of the sessions.
Oh, see that would have been helpful.
See, Christian, you're fast as hell. Like, I mean, I looked at both YouTube videos, and I could just the intensity of both is just immense, because I'm just seeing carts ahead. I mean, there's even some here's my NASCAR mentality. There was a crash or two, But no, it was really good video. And the difficulty, at least in the senior tag, you had some like heavyweights in front of you as well.
Yeah, yeah,
And you
yeah.
had to
Some of the
deal with
tag
that.
master guys get around. I had to get around
Rich Blanchard.
Rich Blanchard. He was quick.
Yeah.
And then was it
Toby.
Toby
Yeah.
Armendariz.
So once you got by those two,
then-
that was it. Because Alan was behind them.
Yep. Yeah, Alan Pope was behind.
So it was fine there, but it's just hard. You got to get around them.
Yeah.
And you got to do it like in the first lap,
Right.
unfortunately.
Yeah. So then by the time I got, I kind of, because I didn't know how much pace that I had compared to those guys either. Because the last weekend I was basically battling Toby the entire time, and he's in a different class than me. So I don't know where my speed was that weekend, or if I just ran out of talent, because that can happen. So then,
Plus, that was still the first race.
yeah, first time
3
back,
years,
definitely. Yeah,
actually,
it
so.
takes some time to get back into it.
So.
But yeah. So then Wyatt, I forget his last name. He started third, and then Hugh was in.
Hugh started behind you.
Yeah, and I started in sixth, so I think
but
he was seventh.
he got by you because you were got caught.
I got caught up with them. So
dinking around with
no,
Rich.
no, it was the first lap that he got by.
Yeah,
yeah,
because you got stuck behind Rich, and he kind of he threw it in there, and it was a great.
yeah,
move.
yeah. So anyways, first lap I kind of fell back a little bit, but then Wyatt also fell back even further than I did. So Hugh jumped me, and then both of us jumped Wyatt, and then a couple laps go by. We're just kind of staying even with Rich and Toby, and then Wyatt ends up just coming through all of us eventually because he just had a quicker cart, I guess, at that time. And then both Hugh and I just kind of followed him past both Rich and Toby within a couple of laps of one another. And then once we passed those guys, then it was basically the three of us battling over third, which was great. I had a fun time doing that battle there. Wyatt was definitely, he was sending it down the inside of the long left-hander before the last corner, and he was sending it in like really far to the inside, but then he was exposing himself really to the over-under, which a couple of us caught him out on a bunch of times, because it's so hard to slow the cart down and keep your speed up through there, taking that shallow of an entry. And then, but you could also tell that he didn't have well, he had top speed there, but then when it came down to going across the start finish line, I would just blow right by him. So yeah, I mean, we had a good battle, and then he got me with what, two laps to go for third, and then I tried to, I was like half a cart or a cart length too far behind to make a dive into turn one on him on the last corner, or on the last lap. So yeah, ended up finishing fourth, so can't complain. Got finished fifth in the first race, and then fourth in the second round. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think my goal going into this season was just to finish in the top five, but I don't know how the rest of it's going to go. So I don't know. Maybe third would be a better goal to set for myself, because right now it seems like Alex Gomes and Mark Donato are definitely just in the class of their own for the time being. And if I can find some pace and catch up to them by the end of the season, I think that'll be good. But for now, I think just getting on the podium will be a good start to aim there. So yeah, and then World Formula finished sixth. So nothing close to what happened in round one, where I had some luck fall my way there. But yeah, so that's where the next round is. The next race is a doubleheader weekend at Loudon at the end of June. I think it's the 25th and the 26th of June. We're gonna run clockwise one day and then counterclockwise the next day. So that'll be fun. So yeah, got a couple weeks until then, and then we're gonna get the carts ready to go for those races then. And then in other karting news, Nate and I, along with Alex Gomes, Charlie Hosey, and Evan Rackison, and now Hugh North, so the 6 of us are going to be doing a 6-hour race.
He was not going to Montreal?
No, he's not. He's going to be joining us.
So
we're going to be doing the 6 hours in New England with the endurance karting guys. So
that's good for you.
Yeah, so that'll be a good fun weekend.
That'll be a yeah.
Right, and that's a stacked field too with our drivers. I mean, those are.
Wait a minute.
We have 6 fast drivers.
Mm-hmm. Your team stacked?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stacked more so than most of the other teams.
Well, you know the only thing that I was when I was looking at the strategy, the only thing I was thinking about is just drive time, because we're only like one of 2 or 3 teams that have 5 or 6 drivers.
Each.
Huh?
It's an hour each. It's a 6-hour race, right?
No, because you have to make
how many pit stops?
You have to make 15 pit stops. So the races arrive and drive basically.
Yeah, so just change the driver every time.
No, I know, but it's 6. Yeah, so it should be an hour, but it doesn't come out to that.
I know. It's the way it works with these things. Either you have 6 drivers. You guys are just driving 6 because you guys want to drive the cost down, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So yeah, if you want to drop the cost down, then you get a 6, and you're just gonna have to all deal with it. I mean, I don't understand what the big deal is.
Or no, you know what? If there was more pit stops required, then we'd get an hour each.
Yeah, but
someone's gonna go over an hour by a little bit, which will cut into 2 other people's time.
Great.
So that's
so figure it out and Venmo the money back.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. No,
you guys,
we'll be fine.
It's like it's a day out. It's supposed to be fun. Like
I don't mind. I'll play. If I end up being the slowest one, I'll go sit on the pit wall and do whatever needs to get done.
I used to do it all the time.
So I mean, I was just making note of it as I was going in.
Yeah.
But it compared to a team that has 3 drivers,
right?
You got
but
more
if,
track time. And
if
you might be
someone in the team
way.
doesn't like that, then you know what? Don't drive, and then now you guys get more drive time. So I mean, it's the way it rolls.
So. Right, and you know what else? We're gonna have fresh drivers each time
Yeah.
someone gets in.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
Which is, I mean, gonna be fatal because I heard Alec Vidal from Touring Car Championship. He's doing it solo.
I saw that.
And then he's putting in a touring car racing team, which I mean cracked me up at first because they were like pro,
I'll be
semi-pro, and then I gave him shit for it. I was just like, why are you doing like changing and like race with us? And then all of a sudden he was just saying it was for the semi-pro championship. And all of a sudden he's changed it to pro. So I think he really wants to race with us too. So I was just like, yes, when he changed it. So I was like,
I don't know. Every time I see someone trying to do one of those solo jobs, it never works out.
The guy,
he's gonna be exhausted. I mean, 6 hours.
What are you gonna do? Doesn't he have to get out of the cart?
Yeah, I mean he's got to get up, run.
Nate,
I don't know if he's
Nate, you tried it one time.
Oh, no, you don't have to run around the cart. You can just sit in it.
You got dizzy running around the cart.
Yeah, I mean, okay, F1 outdoor track, the joint track, that was intense.
No. But the one time you remember you tried to do it by yourself at the outdoor track, and you had to get out, run around the cart, and then you got in it.
Yeah,
it's like exhausting.
Yeah. No, but this one you can in their rules they say you can just sit in the cart and just be there for 20 seconds.
Yeah, but still.
So no, I agree. It is a lot. It is a lot. So I mean we had the one guy do it solo at the 24 hours of NOLA. I mean he was built in training for that thing too.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's okay. But at some point, you're not at your full focus.
Oh yeah, but he knew how to. This was his second attempt this year.
I know, but he didn't.
And he said he was.
But where did he finish?
First.
No, don't.
First in his class.
First, don't worry about it. It's all right. He didn't. I don't think
he didn't finish last.
Right, he didn't finish last.
he was quicker than a lot of
other
other teams there too. I think he finished at least halfway up the grid.
That's props to doing it, but come on. It's like, whatever. I go to win.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Kristen, what are
back
we
in my
trying to
day.
No, we're showing up to win. So
Yeah,
we just
I don't
we
want
just
to
gotta
hear.
find
Let's have a fun time, guys.
we just gotta find the speed and make sure hopefully the strategy
Yeah.
sticks. So
And the cart sucks. Switch it out when you get a chance. If they let you switch it.
you have to do 2 fuel stops,
So
quote
you have to
unquote.
switch
So
the
you have
carts.
to switch
Oh,
cars
all right.
twice. So, but they're also brand new carts, so it should be.
So it should be a spec race.
Yeah, it
be.
should be.
Should be.
Um,
But it'll
so
be fun.
I guess. Well, I guess we can ask if we see any of the guys there that did the 6 hours of Pittsburgh, because that was the race that just happened this past weekend, I think.
But it'll be fun.
To
You guys have a good time.
how they know what the
Sean,
cards
are
are
you
like.
going?
No.
No, we're gonna miss you.
Yeah. Well, what am I gonna do?
You can hold the chicken.
You can hold.
Here's
Yeah.
hold some pom poms.
Yeah. No, that's all right. I don't really. It's fine. It's fine.
Give me an R. Give me a D.
I mean, honestly,
Give
if
me
I
a
was
D.
in better condition, I would consider running. But I'm not worrying about it. It's all right.
Gotcha. Christian, I'm trying to go up Friday and do some practice sessions as well. Because I think it's like for every 20-minute session, or no, I think it's 10 minutes for $20 actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Which
was
wouldn't
gonna.
be bad.
I was gonna go. If you want to go up Friday, that's totally fine. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be able to make it because that's too far of a drive for me. I won't be able to get out of work before then. But what I was planning on doing was Saturday morning, probably doing some of their practice sessions then, or at least one of them, because then we also have a 45-minute practice.
Oh, so they do have an open practice
They do have
beforehand
open practice. don't they?
for the drivers.
So your entry fee
Yeah.
gets you
No,
gets
yeah,
you a
I know,
45-minute
but
practice and a
there's
5-minute
there's
practice.
A separate,
and
there's
then
a separate.
there's paid practice sessions
You're right,
before
right. Yeah,
that you
that's-
can do.
That's fine.
Which
Yeah,
is
I would
basically just
do
rental
that.
car in that.
Yeah,
so.
just do that.
Yeah.
Just get used to the track. That's all.
Yeah, and I don't, because even doing NOLA, I only went out twice before the race, and there was 5 of us in that cart. So I mean, yeah, I think after one paid practice session and then like 5 minutes in the cart for the practice session for the one that our entry fee gets, I think I'll be relatively okay with the track, and then just kind of gauge myself off of everyone else too, and then just talking with everyone else on the team and seeing what everyone else is doing, because that's the bonus of having a bunch of teammates. So
Lots of feedback.
yeah,
Lots of feedback.
plenty of feedback, plenty of ideas.
So it should be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Yep.
All right. Now that we're done with that, where are we off to?
We're off to Belle Isle.
Belle Isle,
IndyCar.
IndyCar.
Drag it, will
Last
power.
race at Belle
spoiler
Isle.
alert.
Kind of a bummer.
Yeah, well, I also can't wait for the street circuit at Detroit. I feel like that's going to be fun, very scenic, at least closer to the city, anyways. I think it's been, a good stint at Belle Isle. Finally, let's try something different. I think it'll kind of bring back more like the Toronto like race where it's actually in the city versus like on an island like Cirque de Villeneuve, which I mean, don't get me wrong, Gilles Villeneuve and Belle Isle are completely different, but I'm just going by what setting.
Yeah, but they did
but
Formula One in downtown Detroit, and it was Belle Isle was much better.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. I don't really know why they want to shift it.
They
from
want to
Belle
be
Isle.
they want to be around the Renaissance Center, where GM is.
Right, but I mean
That's all it is.
that's it.
Yeah.
Because the flip side is now you're going to be blocking off streets and causing
That's-
more
yeah,
mayhem that way.
but
Whereas
it's fine. That's all right. But the biggest problem on Belle Isle is kind of a conservation thing. That's all. There's whatever.
yeah, all right.
I don't know. I
I was going to say because
I like the track.
yeah I thought it was fine. I didn't really
like
have
the
an
track.
issue with it.
I mean, I don't either. I think it's one of the better street circuits. It's super fast, and there's consequences.
Yeah.
Right, and physical, very physical on the drivers.
Yep.
Yeah, I just don't.
And I,
I mean,
liked
it's
when
even
they did the
just-
duels.
it's even caught in the
watching-
pace driver out. Pace
Oh
car
yeah.
driver out. a
Oh
couple
no.
times.
Well, no. Those were not so much the pace. That wasn't the pace car driver. That was the guy from GM.
Yeah. Well, he was in the pace car.
It was in the Corvette. Anyways.
I thought Danica was in the car.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Oh, sorry.
Danica wasn't.
But,
Yeah.
you know what? Who knows?
It's Nate Lavender.
You said it, not me.
Nate, what's your email address so I can send the complaints to you? Yeah, I don't. Having grown up watching the Detroit Grand Prix, it was good. I mean, I don't know. I will say this: the Trans Am cars of the time and the GTO cars in IMSA that ran there, that was a better race. But I don't know. I'm not a. I like Belle Isle, even though you could say it's a street course, it really isn't. It's more like Nate, like you said, it's like Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. It's kind of a temporary, permanent racetrack. I think it's great. I'm not too. I don't know. I just
I guess
I don't like street circuits. I mean, St. Petersburg I like only because they're actually able to, because they use the airports, the runway.
It's more of a Sebring kind of feel.
Yeah, but it's a little bit. It has width to it. Like a street track really doesn't have any width to it.
No.
So that's good. I mean, the thing is with Long Beach, which is probably the best of the American street courses.
Yeah.
A lot of that is run on the same road that was laid out when they ran the Formula 5000 race, the initial Formula 5000, then the Grand Prix. Then, of course, obviously, they switched the track around a little bit in terms of they did away with the piece where you went up the hill, ran across, and then came down that beautiful down. You made it right, and then it was downhill to a left-hander, which was awesome. But, I mean, Long Beach is good. It's fast. It's Belle Isle is fast. St. Petersburg is fast. I don't know. I mean, just having seen the Formula One cars, I know they're not going to use the exact same layout, but
yeah, we'll have to wait and see how it is next year.
I don't know.
Hopefully it'll be better than Nashville.
Well, Nashville gonna hold reserve judgment on that because apparently they made some change. They're making change. It wasn't bad. They're making some changes to the course. I understand.
Yeah.
So live and learn there. But at least Nashville, they tried to make it unique, with the bridge and all that, which is cool. Yeah. Look. I mean, they're going with probably the best road course in America on this weekend. Yeah. I mean, second one would be Watkins Glen. I mean, I wish they would just go back there.
Yeah.
They should just stay there.
Where?
That's such a Watkins Glen. It's such a perfect track for Indy cars.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
When was the last time that? It was only a couple years ago.
A couple years ago, they did that filler race. They did the filler race, which Watkins Glen came out of nowhere and helped them out with it, which was awesome. But yeah, I wish they could do something there. I mean, that'd be awesome. I mean, it's like people go, "Oh, NASCAR should run the big track there." No, they shouldn't run the big track there. The short track at Watkins Glen for the NASCAR cars is perfect.
Yeah,
it's super fast.
You could do the boot, but you don't need to.
It'd just be cars running out of brakes there.
Yeah,
that's
yes.
I mean, is Nate? Pardon my ignorance on this, but is it the Xfinity cars that run at Road America, or is it the?
NASCAR Cup cars go there.
The Cup cars are running there now.
They go there now. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think their stop is in August or like September.
But how can you say they run out of brakes at Watkins Glen, but not at
I
Road
know.
America?
I did. That's what I'm saying.
Well, here's the problem they ran into when they were going to Daytona Road Course. They had to put that chicane because the braking zone going to turn one, the brakes were just going to fall off the cars.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true.
Well, I think for that it probably would have been it would have been that and the transition from the bank to the flat piece too.
But anyways, so anyways, we can get back to it. Oh yeah, NASCAR's going to Sonoma this weekend. Huh. Forgot about that.
And they're back to the OG NASCAR course too.
Is that the one where they? Is that the one where when they get to the back part of the track, they make the right and they go straight? They don't go into the carousel.
Yeah, no, they're not doing it this year. They're going back to the original NASCAR course, which I love.
Which is that outer loop, sort of.
Yeah.
Oh
okay,
yeah,
good,
yeah. That's
good.
the best. I mean,
Yeah.
no, sports cars and Indy cars using that inner loop.
Yeah,
is
it's okay,
fine.
yeah.
It's great. But the NASCAR cars,
Yeah.
it's a track. It's a car killer.
Yeah.
But that outer loop, man, that's awesome. Again, a good track. That's another good track for NASCAR.
It's perfect for NASCAR.
It is.
And I'll tell you, there's so many good battles and so many good finishes.
So, anyways, we should get back on track here.
Yeah, come on.
Anyways, back to
Let's get back on
IndyCar.
track. Was that a pun?
That was back.
Track.
Yep.
Get back on the racetrack.
I'm just Nate. I mean, you're right. It was a redemption for Will Power.
But
kudos to him.
He got hosed last year with a BS.
Yeah, well, the car broke. I mean,
Yeah.
let's talk about the present versus that. I mean, he kind of got hosed in qualifying. I mean, again, just the nature of a street circuit or track like that. Grosjean unfortunately had that crash and that kind of killed everybody. I mean, honestly, I don't think Newgarden thought he was going to get out of that session, and sure enough, he got into the third set.
Yeah.
What's it? The Fast 12? Is that what they call it?
Fast.
Or the Fast 6?
Fast 6.
Fast 6.
Fast 6.
All right. So, I mean, he got into that. So, and that was good. And then Sato, big deal. I love it. He qualified second.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of like that. We had Pato. So, it was good, kind of a good mix up front, So, but the two standout drives of the day were Power and Alexander Rossi.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Alexander Rossi had a really interesting strategy. He
Yeah.
lap
Well,
1 and 2,
wasn't that
lights
the
off
same strategy
and went
that
on the
Power
box.
used? I think they were on the same
thought it was-
strategy.
Yeah, but I also no Power went.
I thought he went blacks.
He went black red. Rossi went black red black.
Oh,
but
okay.
they both opted for the 3-stop strategy.
Gotcha.
Because
All right.
Rossi used the 3-stop strategy last year as well.
Yeah. He
So.
really. But the two of them just they were on it.
Even if you look at the results, the top 5, all they did was just go from 1 through 5, basically to 3 through 8.
And Dixie finished third, right?
Yes.
Yes, Scott
he
did.
finished third.
Yeah.
He just sleeper
Again,
sleeper
creeping
strategy.
in there.
Yeah.
Creeping in there. And am I correct though? Out of nowhere now, Power's leading the points.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah, by 3 points over Marcus Ericsson.
Wow. And Ericsson had a good finish.
I mean, 7th or 8th, right?
Yeah, but still coming off of
Yeah, just 7th. So
I mean that's pretty damn good. So
yeah,
It
and
is.
he started 8th, finished 7th. Just swap positions
Right.
with Herta in the Detroit race.
I think So I mean now we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of the season right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, next up, Road America. Then what is that? Mid Ohio. Ooh. And then
That's always
That's going to be fun.
That's
I
that's
love that
always
track.
that's the
Yeah.
track. That's the championship changer track. I like to refer to. What else we got?
and then it's
True, Sean.
it's
Toronto?
and then the doubleheader at Iowa.
Oh,
Jimmy Johnson.
boom.
I'm looking at
It's all right.
I'm looking at the championship point standings and the way they have
Yeah.
it abbreviated as GPI. I think that's the Grand Prix of Indy.
Grand Prix Indy. They already had that.
I think they do it twice
They have
this year.
twice.
Yes.
Oh no, are they calling it the Harvest Grand Prix?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
No, it's such a waste of a race.
Why can't we go to
That's like
see on
Why
that
can't
one?
we go to Watkins Glen?
Watkins Glen, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Seriously.
then-
oh
so
my
after-
god.
Problem solved, Sean.
Well, they should go. No joke. They should go the same weekend. Oh my god, if they went the same weekend IMSA went, the place would be
Yeah.
sold out.
Like within 24 hours. of
Yeah,
just announcing it.
that'd be just.
Because I mean, the only reason NASCAR is sold out now is because Kimmy is training NASCAR.
yeah. Oh yeah, we haven't.
Oh,
talked
we'll
about
get
that.
to that. We'll
Yeah.
get to that.
We'll get to
Yeah,
that.
We'll get to that.
We'll
But
talk about it, yeah.
I think see that would be oh man, that weekend there. they had the IndyCar on Saturday.
And then the IMSA race
on Sunday.
6-hour race.
Yeah, and
Oh,
what you
Watkins-
do,
yeah,
So
yeah.
what you do is you push the pilot race out till Sunday morning.
Or you
Right.
do it Saturday as
In the
well.
morning warm up.
Oh, well, yeah. As long as you can get fit in the TV, not the pilot race in the TV window because they're on Peacock, but
Yeah, you don't-
want to fit the IndyCar race in.
Correct, yeah.
Oh my God.
Or you
That, that weekend would be
wild. You could do Michelin Pilot Series from
Friday.
day to night,
Friday night.
Ooh.
Friday night.
or even Saturday night.
Well, when they did that, remember they did 2 weekends ago. Last year they did 2 weekends at Watkins Glen. They did the 6-hour weekend, and they did another one the following weekend, which was the shorter race up there.
Oh, yeah, like a 200-something mile.
Yeah, they
race,
did.
Okay.
Yeah, but they did the pilot race. So they did the IMSA race on Saturday, the big race on Saturday, but they did the Michelin pilot race Friday night. It was Friday afternoon into the night. It was awesome.
Okay.
It was awesome. But yeah, IndyCar and IMSA there. Oh,
I know.
I need a week
That'd be a
to
dream
I need a week to recover from that.
I was talking to
Yeah.
I was talking to Nate about this, but you're talking about like having 2 series at one event. The one I'd like to see would be IndyCar and F1 at
Well-
Circuit Villeneuve.
Yeah, well, I'll just go back in the day, like into 1992 when my dad was running a car in the Firehawk series, which is now the Michelin Pilot series, and we ran at Watkins Glen so the IMSA GTP cars ran, the Firehawk series ran, and NASCAR ran on the same weekend. It was awesome because I had a hard card, so I got into every garage. It was awesome, but it was fun.
Man.
Yeah,
Is
it was
that
fun.
access
So like the NASCAR race it was crazy. It was crazy because we went to Watkins Glen like twice. We went for the NASCAR weekend they ran, and then we were there for the 6-hour weekend. So it was awesome. Oh, and then we were there actually 3 times. I take that back because we ran the 24-hour race there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's right. I forget. I keep forgetting Watkins Glen had a 24-hour race.
Yeah, it was good. But that would be that track. I don't know. I love that place. Plus, there's just so many cool things to go to around there. Some fine restaurants, Nate.
Yeah.
Went to the Seneca Lodge.
Oh my God, that's a throwback. The Seneca Lodge.
I know. I want to go
That's
again.
a good place.
I know. Can't wait to go. I don't know. Chris and I are talking about. We'll get there.
Well,
As long as the karting stuff doesn't get in the way right now.
You know what? Next year, 6 hours, and then the next year, and then the year
but
after
like
that.
the problem is you're gonna say no because there's gonna be a Kartmania weekend. So you got to bite the bullet on something.
I know. We'll see how this year goes, and then
we'll
look at.
So we were talking.
look at next year.
So Chris and I were talking.
Okay,
before,
so I guess this will lead into what is going on this weekend, which is
do we have Nate? You want to wrap up any NASCAR at all? I mean, Dinger won Portland.
Well, here it is. NASCAR. Let's see. Everybody hates Ross Chastain and Joe Logano.
Wow.
So there it is. It's a quick wrap up. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I'm not a Joe Logano fan, but I mean, hey, he won. I like Chastain, but I like Trackhouse, so that's why.
No, listen. Mr. Worldwide was not at this race, but listen. Ross Chastain drove way too hard. He got into Denny Hamlin, which I really don't care for. I'm a Brad Keselowski fan, so I mean, there's that.
Jesus.
Dennis, what are you doing? But anyway, then he got into Chase Elliott, which I mean is a trigger for all Dale Jr. fans.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So
that's
everybody
true.
hates
That's a
Ross
trigger for
Chastain
Dale
after
Jr.
it.
fans. I like that.
So I mean, you know what's wild?
Was
In his interview, he was just like, "Oh, I can't believe it. I just
So
feel bad."
how was the race on? Like Gateway's like I like. What's that? A 3/4 mile track or a mile?
Like a mile and a half.
It's a mile and a half.
Mile and a half, something like
Oh,
that.
it's got to be a mile and a half because
It's like a
IndyCar.
flat
Yeah, the
track.
IndyCars won't run on anything shorter. They that track's actually pretty good. That and Iowa are
for
good.
IndyCar?
mile and a quarter.
Mile and a quarter. That's a good track.
What's
Yeah,
Iowa?
I don't mind it. It's about time NASCAR went to. the
I
Cup
like
Series.
those. I like those tracks because I like.
No,
I
but
like
they go to Iowa, and Iowa's 7/8 of a mile.
IndyCar 7/8 of a
Well,
mile.
But it's
Yeah,
it's
very
banked.
short.
It's banked. Yeah,
It's banked.
it's banked. I didn't know it was 7/8 of a mile. anyways, I like that. I don't. The track the one I don't like. I don't like Phoenix.
You don't like what?
I don't like Phoenix.
No.
I don't like that.
No.
I like Richmond.
Richmond's cool.
Yeah.
IndyCar needs to go back there.
I don't like Bristol on dirt. I like Bristol, the original.
No,
Yeah.
Sean.
There's-
Oh my God.
Yeah, but we've already
Get rid of
discussed
the
this
dirt,
dirt.
right?
We've already
All right.
discussed.
No.
we've already
I'm
discussed
just
dirt
saying. And then
I got you.
my all-time favorite. I love Martinsville.
Yeah,
I love it.
paperclip.
I love it. It's
Paperclip.
I have not
I
been.
love it.
I have not been to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I haven't been there yet, so
I've
Can't
seen
really-
Will Power there. Once
it looks
before.
flat to me. But anyways, I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, so all right. So what? All right. So Logano won after the front three got into it. Okay. So more interesting was the Portland Road Course race,
Yes.
which fantastic, a great
Andy
track.
Lally
That
was
is,
in it. And Spencer Pumpelly.
Spencer Propelli was running.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, but I heard Lally got taken out.
Yeah, he was leading though
At one point.
I was pretty
Yeah.
happy to see that. But I mean, you just can't walk away from AJ Allmendinger
No,
when it comes to that.
the
question.
Dinger-
And I'll
the-
tell you what.
Did the Dinger do double duty?
What?
Did he run a Gateway afterwards?
Yeah, he got a top 10
Woo!
at Gateway.
Love him.
He finished 10th.
The Dinger. Love him.
Yeah, no, he's cool. And I'll tell you what.
Wait, so
Portland.
he
needs to be a
flew
cup
from
race at
Portland to-
Portland.
Yeah, why not?
yeah, I guess why not?
Why not?
You
They used to do it back in the day.
You fly from Portland to Chicago. It's Madison, Illinois. But
Madison.
you fly from Portland to
No,
Chicago.
it's Missouri. Gateway's in Missouri.
It's St. Louis, yeah.
It's St. Louis.
No,
St. Louis.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Where'd you think it was, Christian?
No,
Well,
he punched it up.
no. Oh no. I'm still right. It's Madison, Illinois, which is on the other side of the river.
God, it's like Cincinnati.
I know.
It's like Frankfurt, Kentucky, and Cincinnati. It's the same thing.
I'm just here
Oh,
fact checking
all
on the
right,
Google.
okay.
That's
on the
all.
Googs.
On the Googs.
All right.
But yes, same.
So the
St.
Dinger,
Louis, I guess,
yeah. So that's good. The Dinger, and that was in the rain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it
Excellent.
was in the rain.
Excellent.
So I mean, AJ Allmendinger won at Portland, and he, I think he's the only driver to win in Champ Car and in NASCAR.
All right.
Which, I mean, modern day IndyCar, but
Yeah.
he did win in Champ Car. I think it was in 2005 or 2006,
Mm-hmm.
and now has a victory in the Xfinity Series in NASCAR. So.
Wow.
Pretty cool stat. That was my favorite stat coming out of it. But there was a Myatt Snyder. He was a real surprise. He came in second, and he's Marty Snyder's son, and he finished second, and he was contending all race. He was in the top two for a majority of the race for an underfunded team of Jordan Anderson in the 31 car. So that was a really impressive drive too.
Mm-hmm. Did he start up front as well?
No, he was like I think he was like mid-pack for a while,
Okay.
but
Where
towards the middle of the race and end of the race, he was just consistently in the top five and
I
just
gotcha.
stayed in second. So I mean, that was a pretty good run too by him. Like an Xfinity Series regular.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, same thing with AJ Allmendinger, but he has such a crazy background compared to the other drivers in that series.
Right.
So that was really cool to see. And then the funniest thing was Jesse Iwuji took out Ty Gibbs under caution, and because I guess in turn one, Jesse Iwuji just lost all sorts of traction and was just ice skating towards Ty Gibbs, and there was like a different camera shot, and then all you heard was the crowd going nuts. And like, I'm not a fan of Ty Gibbs. I think he's a tool, but I mean, that's the point.
Is he like the Dillon brothers?
Sean, yeah. Like he's Graham Rahal.
Oh!
Like he's worse. Like
Once
there's-
again, that's Nate Lavender.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Send
Like,
all-
If there's someone you don't want to cheer for, Ty Gibbs.
Wow.
I
Wow.
don't like him. He's clown. But Circus is back.
Anyways, So sounds like a wild weekend for NASCAR. So.
Wasn't there a fight in the pits?
Was there a fight in the pits, or I saw a picture and I sent this around?
I saw two birds by Sheldon Creed.
Sheldon Creed flipping somebody. I like Sheldon Creed.
I love that.
I like Sheldon Creed because he ran. I like Sheldon Creed because he ran Robbie Gordon's Super Truck series, whatever the hell that is. That thing's awesome. The jumpy trucks.
Yeah, the jumpy trucks.
Yeah, the jumpy trucks, which are fantastic. Anyone? I'm gonna
we gotta find a race that they're at.
Yeah, and go because
weren't we at one?
No.
Okay.
They had them at. They were at Mid Ohio.
That would be a good weekend to go to.
If I was going to the IndyCar race, I'm going to Road America.
No. I'm saying for like IMSA.
No.
Or do they not go to that?
They do. It's Mid Ohio is like a good track. It's just.
Okay, a day trip.
Like Sebring in the middle of nowhere.
No, the problem is if I'm going to the Midwest, I'm going to Road America.
I agree.
I can't get myself to go to Mid Ohio is a great track to drive. I just don't think it's a good.
You wouldn't go just to check it off the box, or is it very down on the list?
If I was gonna go check it out, off the box, it would be an IMSA race.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, and I'm not knocking it. It's just it would be an IMSA race.
Or would you go to like a I don't know, SCCA?
No.
Or like skip
No. It'd be fun to go to.
Yeah,
it'd be fun to go to.
Just to go and check the box off. It's one of those tracks.
Look, I mean, people blatantly. I mean, people out there just. I'm not going to Lime Rock. I mean, I'll tell you what. I mean, IMSA GTP cars ran there. I mean, Jesus. I don't ever want to talk. I don't want to. I tell you. Yeah, well, an IMSA GTP car back in the '80s is it's pretty hair raising.
I will say the last great year that they had was it was ALMS and Pirelli World Challenge.
Pirelli World Challenge. We were there the whole weekend.
That was a great weekend.
Yeah,
and they had. What do they have?
We had the Pirelli World Challenge cars series.
Yep.
That was like Wednesday, Thursday.
It was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Nate, did you come because that's when we had the motorhome?
One more time.
Did you come because we had the motorhome that weekend?
I had to have been there.
You must have been there. The World Challenge thing was awesome.
Yeah,
and then
because they split.
That was also the same weekend that was the Lamborghini Super Trofeo.
Yes, that's what was there.
Race.
That's what was there. Yes.
Right away.
Kevin Conway retired. Right. I think Ryan Eversley won. Eversley finished like he and the guy he was driving. No. What's his name? There was the actor there. Oh crap!
Patrick Dempsey.
No. It wasn't Dempsey. He was there that weekend because he was racing ALMS.
Yes, he wasn't.
It was
ALMS.
No, Dax.
Oh,
You know who it is?
Yes. Dax Shepard.
Dax Shepard won.
Yes.
Dax Shepard won in like amateur class. It was hilarious. I mean, but we were joking like, oh, the Lamborghinis, these things aren't going to finish the race. And literally, the only car that didn't finish was Nate's buddy, Kevin Conway.
What's so funny? When we're at the chicane area where they did the chicane and went up the hill.
Yeah.
I think Christian and it might have been Evan Reckerson, but I was with someone and we're right next to a spotter, and then Kevin Conway's spotter just lost his mind. He's like, God damn it, and just walked away and just. I just remember seeing this old guy in sunglasses just losing his mind.
That was the same weekend we were so it was like Wednesday, Thursday. It might have been Tuesday. I don't know. It was a long week.
It was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we left on Sunday.
Because the IMSA guy showed up Thursday, they didn't run. So World Challenge was Wednesday and Thursday. Mm-hmm. The IMSA guy showed up because Thursday night we were watching the Pirelli GT series, which had the Cadillacs, and I believe Ricky Taylor with a
because that was that
Michael Cooper was running.
Was that the same weekend was that the same year that they introduced Sprint X?
I don't know. There was something going on, and Ricky, I don't know if that was them or whatever.
Yeah.
But we were standing because where the motorhome was, we were standing against the fence, and we were standing there, and Oliver Gavin, Jan Magnussen,
all the Corvette and Cadillac
Antonio
guys.
Garcia, and somebody else came up, and they were like, they're like talking to us. So who's the man? And like I go. Because it was Johnny O'Connell and Michael Cooper were driving Andy Pilgrim was driving the Cadillacs.
Yes.
I said, I'd like to say it's the Cadillac guys, but I said O'Connell and Pilgrim have been around here like 100 times, and Oliver Gavin's like, what do you mean? I said, they used to like work here, and because he was using the uphill, and these guys weren't going to use the uphill, and what's his name? Tim Pappas from Milton, or he's from around here, Mass, and he runs Black Swan Racing. Tim had a Mercedes.
Yeah, GT.
And he was coming up over the hill, and he had the thing. Christian got a picture of him like having the front nose off the ground.
No, all four wheels off the ground. Yeah.
And they were like, Oliver Gavin goes, "Yep, he's the man."
Yeah.
And the guys in the Audis had him up off the. It was sick.
Because you'd hear him come up the hill. So Lime Rock's uphill is. I mean, you can find any old video of cars.
Well,
of cars.
I'm just gonna say, drive it, and you'll
walk
it.
Yes, walk it. It's what 2 or 3. No, it's 2. It's 2 stories.
Nate,
but it feels like 3 stories.
It's a good ride.
Yeah,
I think it's like 3 stories.
I don't know. Just it's amazing.
Walking up it just is.
Walking up it's like doing a stairmaster for an hour.
Yeah, it's good, but I mean, those guys were like, oh,
yeah,
and like they were running the chicane that weekend.
So the World Challenge guys. So the World Challenge guys
Didn't
that
run
weekend
the chicane.
were running the
original
uphill,
track.
Yeah, the original uphill.
Oh,
so they were coming up and the car was unloading on the front end and getting in the air.
Which is not uncommon there.
No, especially with the cars nowadays.
And good, we good. All right, we good. We're back. All right, here we go. Chris is gonna intro us back.
All right, quick
pit stop.
This is going to be a really interruptive apology, but the battery just died on our
recorder.
So,
all right, so we're back after a quick podcast change,
Anyways.
Driver change on the thing.
On the batteries, yeah.
Yeah. So
they ran World Challenge ran the
uphill,
the original uphill,
circuit,
and IMSA was running the
chicane.
Chicane that they've added.
And I think that year they were using the chicane in the West Bend too.
Yeah, they were
because the AMS prototypes were there. The Audis were there. That's why.
No, the Audis.
Yeah, the Audis ran that. The AMS that was not
like the R18.
The R18s were run. The R8s, not the.
No.
Yeah, go look it up.
No, I know they ran there, but I don't think it was that year.
Was it or was it?
No, it was Muscle Milk.
Oh,
Dyson.
Oh, wait a minute. Was that the weekend the Dyson car blew up in the pits?
And
like that lady freaked out.
Oh, no.
Nana freaked out in the pits.
Oh, that was Nana's weekend.
I don't know. Anyways, that's a whole.
There's a lot
story.
of inside jokes.
There's a lot of inside jokes. Anyways, moving on. Anyway, so yeah, World Challenge ran the uphill, the original Lime Rock course, which is super fast.
Yes.
And so the cool thing is, like, if you know anything about Johnny O'Connell, you know anything about Andy Pilgrim, they both work with Skip Barber. They have done millions of laps there.
Yeah.
And they would come up the hill in the Cadillacs, in the CTSVs, and they knew exactly where and when to let off the throttle so that they didn't break traction and get the car airborne. Yeah. It was impressive. And then you watch the other guys come up, and the Mercedes, no matter what, I don't care. You had to let off at the bottom of the hill. Yeah. I mean, but Tim Pappas kept his foot in it, and he just, like, he was going airborne every time up. It was awesome. It was great stuff. But, yeah, that was cool. But if you ever get to Lime Rock, go like Memorial Day weekend. You know, it's kind of a pain because they don't race on Sunday, but the Trans Am Series is there.
Yeah, but you can even go Saturday.
You can go Saturday. You can go Monday, whatever. The Trans Am Series is so the TA2 cars run on Saturday, and they both them and the original and the big Trans Am cars along with their whatever they run with the SX Series or whatever they have. They all run the original track, and the big Trans Am cars. Yeah. Those things get airborne going up over the hill. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And it's an awesome thing to see. I have to say
even the video shot from West Bend down to them coming up over the hill is awesome to watch.
It's great. It's good stuff. So. Good stuff. Anyways, so I digress.
Yeah, so that was really long.
Sorry, we got off on a tangent, and well, hey, it's a racing podcast, and we're going to talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So we covered the IndyCar. Back onto Road America.
NASCAR.
We might as well just looking forward. I'm kind of looking forward to the Road America race.
Oh, yeah.
I think this race, this is going to be interesting. I think
whoever wins this race is going to be the IndyCar champion.
you think? I don't know. I think there's some redemption going to be at this race, and I think Colton Herta.
You think? I don't know.
I
I
think
don't know about Colton Herta.
All right. Anyway,
Like the
I think the way Rossi has been, I think he's leading in with some good. Actually, you know
I'm
what?
going to go Herta Rossi.
It's a good
I
weekend
mean,
for Andretti.
It's, you know what, Grosjean.
There you go.
It's all Andretti cars.
Yeah, but I think Penske.
No, Ganassi.
See, this is
Well,
a track.
yeah,
This is a track.
it is-
This is a track. This
Alex Palou
is
won last year.
who?
Alex Palou.
I know.
That's right, yeah.
But I'm just saying that this track, like there could be multiple winners.
Yeah.
Hopefully it
No,
doesn't rain.
I hear you. And Joseph Newgarden.
No, exactly. I was just going there.
No, yeah, no, but this is the thing with IndyCar. It's not like F1 where you can just predict the top three.
Right.
To be,
I right now
This
I can name about 6 or 7 guys that I think could
Right.
win. I
Right.
mean, and if I was a dark horse, Takuma Sato or Connor Daly. I mean, Jesus. I mean,
Right.
seriously, I'm not joking. I mean,
But
Renus
this is-
VK. I mean,
Right, but this is what this series offers.
I
and
know
it's a great.
It's a driver's series.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as people want to go, well, Chevy dominated they dominated the early part of the season. What happened? They got to Indy, didn't dominate. They didn't dominate in the Herta put everybody away on pure strategy in the Grand Prix.
Yep.
Prior to that, and then the Hondas were just fast.
yeah. So. Okay.
Is
so
Ganassi a Honda? Yeah, they're a Honda.
yeah, Ganassi's Honda.
Ganassi a Honda. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't want to step on a landmine there. But I think this race could jump. I think this actually could jumble up the championship.
Well, I mean,
I always look at Mid. I always look
but-
at Mid Ohio as the race that decides where the championship's going to go.
Do you,
No,
do you
no,
think
no, no,
do you
no,
think
no.
McLaughlin
Because look,
has a good
Charlie
weekend?
Kimball has
No.
won
No.
at
I-
Mid-Ohio.
no.
Do you think he's a steady decline?
No, I just
Who is?
Scott McLaughlin.
I
he's a likable guy. I just
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great driver. Did very well in V8 supercars, and he's proven to do very well.
He's done really well
IndyCar.
here, but I mean, he's embraced
Yeah.
it and everything.
Oh
But
yeah.
I don't.
You won St. Petersburg, but I mean, that's
Right,
not,
But that's
not
like
a
coming out of the
championship.
But that's
box.
Of course. Like,
that's it though.
Look,
you
That's
know?
it.
Castroneves won it in 2012, and he was a championship contender, but he wasn't
Yeah.
anywhere. Like he's not going to win a
Yeah,
championship.
I mean, it's I think this race could mix things up.
I will say, if we're gonna go fuel mileage, Ganassi wins.
It's Dixon or Pillow.
Yeah.
Ericsson,
Exactly.
I don't think Ericsson is as good at saving fuel as those other two.
No.
But
No, but I'll tell you what, he will be the third guy in if they
yeah,
mess
no,
it
no,
up
no, no,
somehow.
no. That's true. That's true. I just,
That's why he
I
wasn't
just think
He
this.
wasn't the top guy.
Yeah, I
It
just
so
think-
happened
I just
Palou
think-
and
I
Scott
just think-
Dixon screwed up.
Like on my side of the fence, I think this track here suits Herter. I don't know.
Why? Just because it's fast, or like just because they can maybe figure out a fuel strategy?
let me chime in here for 1 second.
Uh-oh.
It looks
Weather, rain. If it's gonna rain, I'm going Herter.
Yeah. No, that's a strong pick
Ra-
if it's gonna
ra-
rain.
races when
Sunday.
Sunday.
No, I'm sorry, June 10th, 12th.
Sunday.
Okay, so
It's the last.
there's a forecast of rain for the weekend.
Ooh.
Alright.
It's 50 to 60% on Saturday, so who knows?
That's
Green
qualifying.
racetrack, yeah.
That's qualifying. So you could have a jumbled up field then.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, right now, just off of a quick Google search, it's looking like scattered showers, so
Alright.
20 or 30%. So not a whole
Uh,
promising, but it could be overcast.
With that,
you know?
I would probably lean toward Andretti or Ganassi cars.
Okay.
The only reason I won't lean towards a Penske car there,
They're too safe.
I just don't think they. I don't know.
Okay.
It's hit or miss with Penske right now,
Yeah.
and it's nothing.
Well-
What? Nate, sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's okay. I mean, willpower, I think, is going to be on a charge.
With the
I really do.
Verizon
I
IndyCar.
Verizon.
do.
Verizon.
You know what?
We're gonna go to the Outback afterwards.
Willpower wins
telling
the
you,
Detroit.
it's
lead
Young-
these
young
tracks
willpower.
coming up Are willpower and Scott Dixon tracks.
Is it young willpower?
Young willpower in the Verizon call
Verizon.
From where, Nathan?
from
Toowoomba.
Australia.
Toowoomba, Australia.
Oh my God.
Anyone who's listening, Lee
Hey,
Diffie is our
and
favorite.
if you ever
announcer.
want to see a funny comedian, Damian Powell, Will's
Oh my God, he's
Will's
so
brother,
funny.
is funny. He's funny. Anyways, so I'm gonna go. Gotta put my neck out. I'm gonna go Herder, Rossi, Sato.
Christian?
I'm gonna say Dixon sneaks in out of nowhere because Dixon.
That's a good pick.
But it's all.
Easy pick.
I don't expect him to be up
wait,
there on pace.
Whoa, Nate, an easy pick.
For Scott Dixon to win at North America?
Scott Dixon has not been anywhere near he's not sniffed the front until this past weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, at Indy, he was the pole sitter, but
Yeah.
No. You know what's this is Scott Dixon is going to be a force to be reckoned with. He is, just hands down.
Okay.
Because
Back that
look, do
bus
you want to
up.
hear my picks? Come on, just say it, and here it is. Do you want to say my picks? Come on.
No,
Christian.
Let me finish. Let me just
You
get
got
my
Dixon?
out.
You got
I'm
Dixon?
I'm gonna go exactly how it is in the standings for a 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's gonna be Dixon, Rossi, Passion.
Wow, that's good. I like that. I like Pagano. That's a good pick. Nate?
All right. The moment you've all been waiting for.
Nope.
Scott Dixon.
Dalton
There you
Kellett.
Why is that funny?
Jimmy Johnson.
Oh no. Alex
Graham
Palou.
Rahal. All right, so you got
Come on.
Palou.
All right.
So
Let's
who do you
hear
got?
it.
All right,
Let's
go
hear
ahead.
it.
Go ahead.
Come
Start
on.
over.
I mean, come on. Apart from the obvious choices of Santino Ferrucci.
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
Jesus.
company,
He's not.
but-
He's
All
not.
right,
He's
all right,
out.
Let's
He's
let's
out.
let's pick a real IndyCar driver.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, come on.
So
come on.
you got
Oh my
who was
God.
first? Nate,
What'd you say?
Let's
What?
pick any real IndyCar driver. Who'd you get?
So I'm going to be picking Scott Dixon, Alex Palou, and Will Power.
All right. If I have to,
Okay.
can I pick two dark horses?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
I'm gonna be. This is like out of nowhere. Renus VK.
It's not really out of nowhere.
I know,
Really?
but
He's-
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Here's
gotcha.
here's the next one. Callum Hilott, because I think he's gonna like this track.
Ooh.
Okay. That's a respectable one.
You know,
I
it's
like
my
that.
dark horse.
Who's yours? Jack
Kyle
Harvey.
Kirkwood.
Kyle Kirkwood.
Okay.
Good pick.
Yeah.
Kyle Kirkwood.
He
and
P1 and
Roman
FP1 the other
and
day.
Roman Grosjean. I know it's an Andretti car.
No.
but
That's fine.
But he hasn't won one yet,
Grosjean.
so you're
He
okay.
hasn't
You're
won.
okay.
That's fine.
He hasn't won.
I'm just
And-
going. The
and
only
that's
reason I
where
picked,
see
besides
maybe that's going to be.
I know, before people get on me, because all I do is pick Herder and Verstappen, which I do. I don't really care because I think those two are the best drivers out
There is
there.
a pattern
And
happening.
there is a pattern. I don't care. Anyways, yeah, can Grosjean do it?
Well,
Definitely.
All right. So my dark horses, because
Yeah,
you,
pick.
you guys
do
have already
do
done
some
it.
dark horses. Definitely.
Just to be different at this point.
David Malukas.
I'll go. Not that he's
Actually, not doing a bad job.
not that he's a dark horse in
Should
this.
have been Indy 500 Rookie of the Year, but they picked someone like that.
Yeah,
instead.
I getcha.
And JJ led under yellow.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Woo! Yeah.
He
Go
was
ahead.
out of cycle.
anyways,
Anyways,
move on.
my
You know, after you pick, I gotta say something. After you do your picks,
I'm gonna go. I'm
Dark
gonna
horse.
go. Rosenquist and Daly.
Ooh,
That's a good
Rosenquist.
one.
That's good.
So
Watch
who
this.
else?
Watch Erickson beat us all.
I know.
Which I don't mind.
No, yeah.
I really don't mind. All right, Nate, go on your rant.
Well, you know what I think? Jimmy Johnson, he has to do just ovals next year. Why is he doing road courses? He's just
Well,
dog
I mean,
shit at road courses.
he's bringing the budget to do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's
I
the
was
more
gonna say.
seat time in an IndyCar for him, the better.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to get into. So, anyways, So when we get done after we do our F1 and Le Mans preview, I'm gonna get into I have some
Other big news. Big
big.
news.
Oh yeah, you want to do the drive? You want to do the rumor stuff now?
No,
Yeah.
let me get into this.
All right.
So
Big
the
news.
biggest
It's two items, but the biggest news was
the
there's
biggest
two items. One wasn't such a surprise. The other one
the worst
was.
kept secret in IndyCar is Alexander Rossi is to
Well, he's leaving Andretti. That's not.
Yeah, he's leaving.
The
Andretti.
big news is where he went.
Yes, he's going to McLaren. Whatever the alphabet. Yeah,
Spam.
yeah.
Schmidt Peterson.
Schmidt,
Arrow.
yeah.
McLaren.
Yeah,
Or
Arrow-
Arrow McLaren.
Arrow
Schmidt
McLaren.
Peterson.
Yeah.
I call it spam.
Spam.
Okay, so
that's what everyone
he's going.
says.
So he's going to McLaren.
He's going to McLaren, which I think is a great deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now you're.
So, no. So, and then the other news is, which isn't really a shock, is Kyle Kirkwood's gonna fill Alexander's
yes.
spot.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a
so,
good place for him.
so the big thing in IndyCar is there's this third seat at Spam.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Supposedly.
So, well, there's supposed to be there's
not
supposed to be a
the
third
seat
seat.
anymore.
So, right now, like everyone's like, well, there's Montoya, but Montoya's like just Indy 500 guy.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
And the Grand Prix. So if they want to run, somebody wants to run a fourth car. I don't know if he's going to go back so much, but they want to run a third car full time. So there's all this crap going on in Formula One right now with Ricciardo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my thought is that Zach's going to save face and say, you know what, Daniel, this isn't working out in Formula One. All right. And they're going to say, can you find another Formula One deal? Well, there's really no other Formula One teams outside. I'm going to be blatantly honest. The only other team that he could go to, I think, is Haas.
Yeah, and you know
Yeah.
where else
No.
you find it,
And
right?
don't
Find it right?
laugh.
No,
because
I get
I'll
you.
be honest with you, I don't think Mick Schumacher is going to be back next year.
No, he's destroyed 2 cars.
Yeah, he's
destroyed.
literally right
And-
now, and
and
it's
Yeah.
nothing to do.
Gunther
The kid
doesn't
has talent, but he's
Yeah.
not.
He's destroying all the cars.
He's
and he's costing Haas serious
money.
I mean, Gunther came out. Well, the reports that I've seen is they can't afford another.
No, they
$1
can't
million
afford
wreck.
another one. Right? No, they can't.
Other-
Who could?
Otherwise,
Well, wait a minute.
well,
Somebody
that
else. Wait a minute. There's some other team that's in the same boat. Somebody else has had a couple big crashes. Oh, Ferrari. Like seriously, like those Sainz crashes. Those.
Yeah.
I mean. Anyways.
Well,
so I think Zach's gonna be like, all right. Well, the only place he can go is there or Team Stroll.
Aston.
And that ain't happening.
I mean, if
I-
Sebastian Vettel retires.
Yeah, but I don't think that's
Yeah.
going to happen because honestly, I
don't
think
think that's
they
gonna
can keep him. I think what's going to happen. This is me. Just pure speculation. I think Ricciardo's going to IndyCar. He won't run the ovals. Okay, Montoya will run the ovals. He'll run for next year. He'll run the road courses. And also, Zach will probably fit him into some kind of NASCAR Xfinity ride, so he gets to do his NASCAR thing, which he wants to do. And then, this is where I think this is like completely a leap, and this is where I think it gets kind of interesting. So the biggest free agent, or I shouldn't say free agent, but the biggest guy sitting around right now in the Formula One free agency pool is Oscar Pastore.
1,000%.
Okay.
1,000%.
He is a Alpine contract driver. All right. So he has people linked him with going to Williams. They've linked him, all over the place. He literally is going to end up no matter what, Alpine's not going to let him go. So I think this is what's going to happen. Alpine's going to say, you're in, and they're going to make a deal with McLaren, and Alonso goes to McLaren.
Ooh.
And the reason Alonso goes to McLaren is it's no longer Honda, it's Mercedes, and Zach loves Alonso.
Yeah. he
All
does.
right, so that's a leap off the top fence. You guys can, people can call me an idiot or whatever, but I'm just kind of like,
smart.
I'm
that's-
just kinda
that's a
just
really good
doing
thing, because
stuff.
I'll tell you what, and I think Zach Brown's gonna pour all sorts of money for Fernando Alonso to get on that car.
I just don't.
Because
I
if
just
Fernando
think. I mean,
Alonso
I think
and
they're
Lando
just.
Norris
I think
are
they're just.
partnered,
I think.
that's a good duo.
I just personally
be a
think
great
that
duo.
I think McLaren and Ricardo are going to kind of cut their losses. And I just think that the best way to save face is to put Danny Rick in the car in IndyCar, give him a couple rides in it, find him a couple rides in NASCAR somehow with some teams. Road course, probably. You know, I can't. The only big oval track that I could see him running is Daytona. I wouldn't put him at Talladega because that's but
It's more or less the same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know.
It's just
Anyways,
Daytona's more narrow. You have more wiggle room.
yeah,
to
but
race
the big
at
ones seem to
Talladega.
happen at Talladega.
Daytona,
But
Sean, it happens all the time at Daytona.
yeah, well,
Just,
not
just
I
grew
think
up with NASCAR. I know that, and it happens every year in the Daytona 500 and in the July race.
right. Okay.
It straight up.
Anyways,
does.
so I think I don't know. I just can see that happening. So
you know what the-
Alonso leaves Alpine and goes back to McLaren. And then
So then-
Toto will go, "No, Zach, no, you can't do that."
No, Mikey. No, Mikey.
No, Mikey.
No. Toto won't do that because he's already just off talking to whoever. He clearly doesn't even care anymore.
Toto? Yeah,
Yeah.
based on what we saw
No,
in
it
some of that
doesn't. No,
video
this
from
Yeah,
is
of
a
Monaco.
Monaco.
The-
Anyways, but I can just see that way everybody saves face.
Yeah.
Okay? And do I think Danny Rick could come here and love it? Yeah.
Well,
I
he
get
already
it.
does.
He loves it because he likes
He already
living
does.
here.
Yeah.
But I can't see him doing. I don't. If I was him, I'd do the approach that I seriously do the approach like Grosjean did and Jimmy Johnson. Learn the car. Okay, and then decide if you want to race on the oval. If you don't want to race it, like the one race on the ovals that I wouldn't want to do, I wouldn't want to do Texas. That place is a
No,
death
that's
trap.
scary track.
No.
It's a
very
it's a
scary
scary track. I don't like that track. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, a lot happens at Gateway when they run. It's that's a toughie. I was, they're grind, but hey, Jimmy Johnson did great at Indy, and he got caught out in the crosswind.
Yep.
So, could I see that happening? Yeah. And, Montoya hangs around and does all the ovals next year.
Ovals.
I'll jump in. I don't mind. But
Well,
I
can I
just
just
that's
add a
just
little-
that's just my wild speculation there.
No, I hear you.
I
see
mean,
that.
because I can't see like Oscar is just he's too much of a talent to be sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's some like if I'm him next year, if I don't get a ride, I'm coming to IndyCar and looking for a ride.
Well,
And I'll be honest with you,
and
I
get a
mean,
top ride.
huh?
And get a top ride.
Nah, you're not gonna get a top
No,
ride.
not-
You're
not right
gonna,
away.
You don't think so?
No,
Well, okay, so if he gets the top ride, who are you moving out of the way?
right. The only one
I
right
would get a
now.
top driver for cheap.
The
because
only
he's not
the
an
only
F1
the only
car.
driver right now that's really at risk is Rosenquist,
Yeah.
and I don't like that,
is.
but
He's in the bubble.
he's
But
on the bubble.
Can I just add something to your? Can I add some paprika to your,
Sure.
already spicy thought?
Yep, hot take.
I think it may not be Fernando Alonso, but I think you see Colton Herta go to McLaren
No,
because he's already getting
No.
a test.
no,
he's
but he
already-
doesn't have enough points.
Okay, super license points, yeah, but I mean,
You got to have the super.
Yeah,
you have to have the
it.
super
oh,
license
you're
points.
So right.
I mean, Pato could have the points, but I don't think. My thing with Pato is, and this is
Well, because this is the question: do you, if you're Zach, do you go with Pato, who you've had on the
No,
team, or do you
no.
jump Herta over him?
no. He needs somebody that can support. See, Fred
Is that what Rossi's
Fred has no ego anymore.
No,
No.
no.
Okay,
No, he's
Fred.
a
Fred.
troll on
I
the
mean,
track.
Fred's greatest moment was holding off Hamilton at Monaco. Okay, and we all loved it.
Yeah,
all
which,
right?
which she said it was the easiest
it
thing
was
to do.
Right. Anyways, so
But even at
So,
at Hungary last year, he was
he took one for the team.
no, and he. I will say he is the only one on the grid that knows Hamilton inside and out.
Yeah. Oh, he's in his head. He lives in his head.
He does.
Yeah, he does. But I don't.
Free.
Right. He
Yeah.
he does live rent free.
Rent-free.
But I think that's just if it came down to picking between Herter and Pato to go to Formula One, I would like to see Pato spend a year with Brian Herter.
Yeah,
I honestly believe the biggest detriment to Pato's driving development right now is the pit box for his team.
Is it Achilles' heel?
Yes, because like if you listen to Brian Herter and Colton Herter, I mean, like Christian and I, like hey, we're at the track. I mean, we got into it this weekend. We have those things, but
Right.
I mean, it's like I'm like going, well, let's do a big change. Christian's like, well, let's do one. It's like, but I'm kind of like, I want to go big. Christian's like, so it's like a compromise.
Yeah.
But like Brian. He like when Colton gets a little out of the way, he goes, "You got it. You don't. I mean, I just think that Brian Herter with Pato would be helpful.
Yeah.
Because I think Pato might learn some racing skills. Mm-hmm. Right now, he has got no one on his box that can do it.
Yeah.
All right. Tyler Keel's a nice guy and everything, but I'll be honest with you, he is not Brian Herter on the box. All right. I mean, because I have seen so many races where Pato's in contention. And then something happens, some pit strategy, some tire strategy. They're just like push. And it's like, dude, don't push because you're going to burn your tires up. And he burns the tires up. Mm-hmm. I mean, Pato needs some coaching. I mean, he's a very excitable driver. He's not crazy. I don't think he's crazy or anything.
No. He's someone that can wow you on the track.
He can wow you on the track.
Yes,
he's very skillful, but he needs coaching.
Yeah. It's just that little bit of overdriving.
And that's what
killing him.
Right. Whereas Colton gets that coaching, and then it's like when Brian gets on him, and he goes like in Indy when he made that pass and he had the freaking car completely sideways. It's like, Dad, you see that? It's like, I was still like trying to rewind the TV and watch that again. But I mean, I think Pato just needs a better race strategist.
Yeah.
It's purely my opinion on that. I don't know. People would probably disagree, but I like both of them. I wish they were on the same team together.
So would you say that Era McLaren and IndyCar is the Ferrari of strategy?
Pretty close. Yeah.
Because look, you're that close to winning.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'd love to say it's RLL, but
but sometimes the
but
drivers
you know
just
what?
do it
I
to
think the
themselves.
drivers right now
Yeah.
just
Like,
the only look. I mean, it has been. I don't even want to go down that road. It's really dumb. Anyways, no, I just don't think I. Hey, look, the only driver that's ever been consistent with them has been Sato, and I like Sato.
Yeah,
I like him.
Yeah,
I like him.
he's a sniper.
He is a sniper. I like Grosjean and stuff like that. And I think, again, there's a situation. Olivier Brosson, who's his engineer, whatever, strategist, they have a bond.
Yeah.
I just don't think Pato has that there. Now,
yeah.
Why don't they just put Craig Hampson on the box with him? I don't know. Because Hampson was on the box with Bourdais. Mm-hmm. And how many titles did they win?
Right.
All right. So... Yeah. That's the one thing I think that Pato's missing is like good coaching and good box, like somebody on the box telling him because, but the one thing I don't see in Pato that I see in Colton is that Colton is smart enough. And this is very much, and here we go. I'm going to say it. Katie at WTF podcast. I'm going to say it. This is what Max does that Lewis doesn't do. Max knows how to read the track, knows how to read the strategy. Colton does the same thing. Knows the strategy to race.
Yeah.
He made the call at Indy to go from wets to whatever. Okay. Pato didn't do that.
No.
All right, and he should have known. Okay. That's that thing. So again, sorry for the hurting Verstappen moment there, but hey, it is what it is. There's guys out there that can drive. I mean, another person that is completely underrated on this is Carlos Sainz.
Yeah,
he made the call. He made the call at Monaco.
I
am not. They said we're going to go to intermediates. No, we're going to go to dries.
No, I will 100% stand by. I think Carlos is very underrated. However, I will say that this season
I don't know what happened
Yeah,
because last season he was on the ball, and I don't know what happened.
I think it's a lot of pressure right now. That's just my opinion. But he made the right call at Monaco.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I really what I don't understand is why didn't Leclerc make the same call? And I start to wonder about these guys.
Can we? Is this a good time to transition?
Yeah,
into
we can go to
F1?
Formula 1, but
Okay.
I just want to say that guys that when you're in the car and you
Yeah.
can make the strategy calls and know what's going on, like Max is king of this. He knows exactly what's going on.
And this is what I was saying. I think I was saying this the last time.
Colton
This
knows
is
the
where-
same thing.
Right, but this is where it's the experience that pays off with Red Bull of how they succeeded at Monaco, where Max had already tested Red Bull and they know how to handle themselves in
Right.
this situation. But that comes from the driver
Yeah.
being that source of input.
Right,
And
right.
and this is
And Sergio, to a degree, is that way. Yeah.
no, completely. And
But we just don't hear enough radio from him.
No, and you know it's. I think this is listening to Lewis's radio. It's really painful sometimes because you can tell he has the talent, fine, but he can't communicate and understand where that break is between engineer makes the decision and when he does the thing. Because
that's what, like, if I'm on the pit box and I'm like, if I'm talking to you,
yeah.
you know, it's like, I get it. Like, I don't want to give you too much information and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lewis is like, don't talk to me, man. You know, it's like, yeah, I know. But it's like, you gotta be able to give, you know, here's what I see on the box. And then the driver has to come back and just don't just tell the guy to shut up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I took that. Okay. I'm on the track. I know what's going on, you know, but like Herder, like at Indy, knew exactly when, like, I'm coming in, and he came in so friggin' early, he blew everybody out of the water.
Yeah.
Like, Max does things, like, Max knows what's going on in the race. He
Right.
knows what's going on in the race, okay? And it's like, why, let's not pit now, let's do this. I mean, you have to be thinking that way. Lewis gets out in front. I think Lewis is so used to running out in front, he doesn't know what to do.
Especially nowadays, yeah.
He doesn't know what to do.
No.
He does not know what to do.
Well, but you can go ahead, Nate.
Go ahead.
Well, and Lewis Hamilton, he got into Formula One in a top car.
He's never been in a bad car. No.
Right. He's
never been in a bad car.
Yeah.
No.
This has
But
been
his worst car is probably arguably this year or in 2013 in the Mercedes.
I think,
but that was the first year in the Mercedes, and I think he
Yeah.
knew that. But also, that was the first year I think Ross Braun came over to Mercedes.
because his
Did Braun go to Mercedes? I'm sorry.
yes, because
I
Mercedes
Schumacher
was
too,
Braun.
No, I know, but did he like? Anyways,
He hung around for 1 year.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
and then there was this like whole thing when Schumacher came over. They weren't that good, and
yeah.
anyways,
But Schumacher got a pole at Monaco, but then five.
But yeah, but see, this is the thing. Like Lewis, and then I hear stuff coming out of him on the radio, and I'm like, dude, you're a 7-time world champion, right?
Yeah,
It's like, huh?
I know. Well, but this gets back to Spain. I know it's a couple rounds back, but you wanted to give up on lap 2, and then
I know.
and then you magically make this social media post about how you never give up. I'm
And
like,
then
dude, you threw away 5th place points.
I know, right? Oh,
I mean, how can you
never
not
give
sit
up.
there and call out the hypocrisy?
Yeah,
like
it's just,
dude,
I don't
just
know.
go out and
Yeah,
drive.
whatever.
You don't have a car that's
know.
going to win every weekend, so
I
you
know.
have to be
It's
mid-pack. But
so-
take the
And
points.
you have to adapt, right? I mean,
Correct.
Isn't that the best part about
Yeah.
being a
Right.
racing
Yeah.
driver? You have to adapt to the situation.
Well, you got to
Well,
read.
right,
You got to
but-
read the situation.
But this is where
for sure.
But and again, this is where it's like, and I don't know if Max will ever do a different series outside of F1. But I don't. After Lewis retires from F1, I don't see him driving anything else.
No.
I see him just
No.
that's it for racing, and he's done.
Yeah.
Right, because he's not going to go.
He
prove
doesn't. He's
himself.
known nothing but.
Right. So for Max, I think he said he wouldn't. He has no interest in getting the Triple Crown.
No, he doesn't want to do the ovals.
No, he doesn't
and
want to do the
He doesn't
Yeah.
want. If someone came to him, like, let's just say Red Bull said, you know, Max is like, this is like 10, 15 years out. Whatever.
Yeah. Whenever
You know,
he's
it's like,
done
oh,
with
you
F1.
want to go do IndyCar? And it's like, yeah, but I don't want to do the ovals.
Yeah.
Which I respect. It's like,
yeah.
the ovals are not for everybody.
Correct.
No,
I-
and like look at Mike Conway, for example. Like he's had two
big
severe
accidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at Indianapolis, and now he's what? I think he's on pole for Le Mans, or he's at least a Le Mans winner.
No,
It's the other car.
I don't
But
know. It doesn't matter.
But
But I respect guys. I respect people that come out and say, "Look, it's not for me. It's fine.
yeah. And look, even back to Mike Conway, he's won a couple of IndyCar races.
Yeah.
Look, Belle Isle, Long Beach.
But it's just I don't like
Technical difficulties.
tech. I got a tech problem here. My spit guard keeps falling. Anyways, so yeah, I agree, Nate. Another person. And this is I'm gonna date myself, but this will be good. But like another person that was really good at strategy, Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Yes, sir.
Senior.
Not Junebug, but
I don't know. I didn't hear enough radio about.
Junior.
I didn't have enough radio about Junior, but like Senior knew, like the other guys like Petty. Those guys knew. They knew how to like read the situation.
Right. But this is any of the great drivers where you can see because you could see this with Max and you could see this with wow, I'm blanking on a list of good drivers. But Fred, yeah.
Fred.
But you can tell, yes, Herta. And you can tell when a driver is really good where not only are they clicking off fast lap times in every single lap, but they're also sitting there thinking about what do I have to do to prevent
right.
anything that
so,
happens.
like one of these things that I don't like right now, and especially in IndyCar, is like somebody like Connor Daly. I think Connor needs to just speak his mind on the radio.
Yeah.
Instead of and this happens to a lot of drivers in that series. They start like listening to guys on the box, and it's like, okay, fine, but you're not the one driving the car. So this is where I think Alexander Rossi is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that guys like just need to like, just say, no, this is what I want, instead of
right.
what you want on the box, thinking that's gonna.
Well, and
It's just like they're all forecasting. It's like this is the problem. I hate because they're all using that AWS like predictor system,
right?
And it's like this is that's great, but it doesn't tell you the feel of the car.
It's a theory. It's not.
It's an algorithm.
Why can't I remember the race? But it was the F1 race last year where Max pitted like 5 laps earlier.
Yeah.
Than what
I think
than what
right.
the tires
I know what you're
predicted.
saying.
And so by the end of the race, Lewis is on Max's ass the whole last couple laps. But Max's defending of how he handled it was out of the world.
Right.
But that's the thing that the computer can't predict.
Right. That's my whole thing, and that's what I hate about
something
this.
crazy
Catching
into
up to
the
a driver
race.
is one thing. Passing is a whole
Yeah.
other story.
Well, unless you're a Sky Sports pundit, I mean, because AWS is like the god of that, So because Crofty has to like, whoa, AWS, It's like,
right. And like, look at Sergio Perez. Last year at
exactly.
Abu Dhabi. I mean,
it's just like Jesus.
park the car in front of.
Look at Sergio Perez in a Force India. Jesus.
Yeah.
Fucking friggin' wins a race,
In which,
Yeah.
my
All right,
telling
so
you, he got a podium with Force India at Azerbaijan.
yeah.
Could he?
All right. So let's move.
Do I say it?
So all right, let's do this.
Let's Baku-ish.
Yeah, let's do a quick preview of Baku because
Baku. Can I get my picks?
Into this podcast
whatever.
right now.
Anyways,
let's do our top
much
3
going
prediction for it is a big weekend, so there's a lot to talk about. But I think we can also review.
Yeah, I mean, like I could put the NASCAR race in Sonoma out there. Is Boris running?
Good.
Yeah.
He could.
Is he? Is Boris running?
I don't know. We'll have to.
I wish.
Afterwards.
Anyways, Tommy Kendall running.
All right.
Scott Pruitt running.
So let's.
Anyways.
So Formula One this weekend is the Azerbaijan Grand Prix at Baku.
Baku.
It's definitely proven to be a great street course that F1's had over the past couple of years, just with the shakeup of podiums that they winners and the podium appearances that have had.
Yeah, it's
so
just
it
a
definitely
track.
creates mass chaos.
The magic button on your brake doesn't work.
Yeah. So top 3. I think we're just gonna stick with the top 3.
Top
this
3,
weekend.
no dark horses.
Yeah, no dark horses because it's F1 and there's already done.
If you want to do dark horse for a podium, No.
No,
All right.
no.
All right. You're
Let's-
just gonna
let's keep
top
it-
three.
Let's
Top
keep
three.
it. It's already predictive
All right.
as is, so it's
It's
top three.
predictive. Okay.
It-
Nate,
it
why
is.
don't you go first?
All right, this is gonna be a little wild. You're gonna
All right.
cringe at it,
All right.
but
Latifi,
comes.
Stroll.
no. You're gonna have. It's gonna be Perez, Russell, and Bottas.
That's good. I like
Okay.
that. I like it.
No, because listen, Ferrari is gonna screw it up hellaciously.
Yeah.
And Verstappen, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. Red Bull, it's not gonna be a retirement. But
So-
I just feel
So
it's
you're
just-
saying that coming out of this race, Checo is going to be leading the world championship?
for sure,
Okay.
for sure,
Okay.
All right.
All right.
for sure. It's
Okay.
15 points.
All right.
It's easily able. It's easy to make up. I wouldn't say. Well, I shouldn't say easy, but I mean, I just see Russell coming up.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
continuing
finally-
the
finally.
streak,
All right.
and then
Yeah,
Bottas
All right, missed the fifth
is just going
place.
to give
Yeah.
Mercedes the
Yeah.
double
Mr.
bird.
Mr.
All right.
Sunday.
Because there's going to be a surprise podium sitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And-
No,
All
I can see that.
All right.
Bottas,
I can see that.
Bottas coming out, that would be
All right.
for Baku. That would definitely be a good one.
Christian.
Anyway,
I
digress. But that's my surprise podium.
Okay. I am going to stay safe with Ferrari and Red Bull on the podium.
Woo!
However,
Oh.
Shocking.
I'm going to say that the quote unquote number 2 drivers take
Ooh.
overcome this weekend, and I'm going to take the current king of Spain, Carlos Sainz,
Carlos
as
Sainz.
the winner
Yes,
this
first
weekend.
win.
This weekend, so he'll
Carlos.
take his first win,
Carlos.
and then I think Checo will round out his great Baku podiums with the second, and I think Max will settle for third because
Okay.
he'll still be ahead of
He's
Leclerc.
gonna
so
do
it'll
points
Be okay.
points accumulation, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I think Checo still being the king of the streets is going to be what it is.
All right.
So yeah.
So I'm gonna go, and this is gonna be a shocker to my friends at WTF1, my special friend there. I'm gonna go Verstappen
Yes.
because it's willpower redemption.
It's going to be redemption.
You just
Redemption.
sent Holland into raptures.
Yep. I'm gonna then pick Checo. He's gonna be the wingman.
Red Bull 1-2.
1-2, and then
as it would have been last
my
year.
third place is gonna be Valtteri Bottas.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sick.
I'm gonna my theory on this whole thing is that Lewis is gonna hit the magic button and take out George.
Oh. But that's
So this
gonna be a
is
big
how
one.
Mr.
This is-
Consistent
This is Mr. Sunday.
loses it.
Well, now he's Mr.
Mr.
Sunday. He's not Mr. Saturday now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
Mr. Sunday.
He's Mr. Consistent.
Yeah, he's also called Toto's lapdog in my book. Anyways, Jesus Christ, can't take him, man. I have had enough of him. Anyways,
Oh my god.
ugh.
Funny.
This is something I was just thinking of that I had in my notes. What was it? A couple weekends ago, I was thinking about it. But you know how that they're all this whole porpoising thing is going wild, right?
Yeah.
And they're all like, oh well, even after Spain, they were like, oh, like we solved it and everything. Like, I mean, not just Mercedes, but like all of them, because they all look better because it was a track that they've all been to, and they've kind of somewhat come back with some solutions. But
We're gonna have a problem.
you know,
that main straightaway.
no, you know what track that I think that they'll all really have a problem with is Coda. Because they haven't resurfaced it at all since the first time that they've raced there.
Well, that's a
And
good point.
It's been
Yeah.
very bumpy the past couple of years,
Yeah.
and they've already been complaining about it.
Yeah.
I think that'll. This is way later in the year,
Right.
but I was thinking about
that's a good point.
about the porpoising thing and how it can be a strain on the, on the driver. I think that'll be a good race to
you know
really
what?
watch.
I'm curious to see what they're gonna do on the straightaway in Baku.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yep.
That's what
Yep.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Especially with those drain covers.
They're
They're
gonna
not welded
be
down.
like, they're gonna be jumping like bunny rabbits.
Yeah.
It frogs.
Yeah.
Well, that leads you down like the car that's fastest in a straight line right now is the Red Bull.
Correct.
So, anyways, yeah, I mean, like I could see, yeah, like shit. If Checo wins, okay, fine. If I personally think Max is gonna Max on a mission this weekend. I think I'm just kind of reaching with Bottas, but I can see it
I don't know,
happening.
Sam,
Yeah.
But I think there's just going to be a surprise podium sitter, and I'm actually surprised I didn't pick Pierre Gasly, or Fernando Alonso.
Good-
for that
good
matter.
for
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Fred
Pierre
Freeman.
for redemption a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, be good. That'd be, hell, if he won the race, that'd be kind of
Yuki
cool.
Tsunoda's ahead of him in points, so I mean,
Yeah.
I know.
No, he
not gonna last
he
long.
could be. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
right.
I mean, a lot of stuff there. All right. So that good stuff there. We still haven't confirmed if Boris is running at Sonoma. So